Mm. Mm. Oh, it's so beautiful. Turn it off quick. Oh, oh, blimey, that was close. Yeah, it was close. It was. I was going to get sucked into the KF Concept LED light. Little portable, variable power, rechargeable LED light. And this one is for videography, really. You could use for setting up still shots as well. But I bought this because it's obviously portable, small, and also it can fit to my camcorder here, my little 4K VX1 Panasonic camcorder, and it's just convenient. Now I've had it now for about 4 or 5 months. Okay, so I just want to give you my experiences, what I liked and what I disliked about, and I still do. All right, and it is something I use all the time, so that's a good sign. All right, it currently costs pittance, really. It's not expensive. Allow me to show you. You can buy it on Amazon. Yeah, you get it on Amazon for about £27.99 at the moment. That's in euros. You get it in the US as well, or in the UK. And I've been pleasantly surprised with it. It's got quite a long duration time as well, about 10 hours you get out of it. That is on sort of low power, mind. Now, it's also available on the KF website, KF Concept website. Funny that the actual seller on Amazon is selling it for £27.99, but it costs you £30.59 on KF Concept. Yeah, even though the seller's the same. Anyway, say la vie. So it's not expensive, no. And while you're here, please boot the old like button, and maybe the little subscribe and the little bell notification icon, because then you get a warm fuzzy feeling in your pocket every time I upload another video. But let's get to the little old light that I've had for a few months now. Now, comparing it to my other ones which fell to pieces, build quality obviously sounds like better. Now, I had a couple of cheaper ones, and I say cheaper, they weren't that much cheaper, they were about 15-20 euros a few years ago. And they always had problems. Either the little potentiometers for the lights themselves always failed, or they just give up altogether. It was just a nightmare. So anyway, I bought the little KF Concept one. Like I say, it's not expensive, and it fits to the camera quite nicely. Now, I'll share with you the first three things that I didn't like about it. Right? When you get it, you don't get obviously this little stand. Let's put that to one side. And you'll get that cold shoe adapter on the top, but there is a quarter thread in there, so you have got somewhere where you can actually screw it to. Right, so what I did, so I purchased this separately. I already had a load actually, and fit it on the top. Now I don't fit anything on there other than my wireless microphone or my little Rode micro microphone. So there's no real weight on there. Now, one thing I found really stupid about it, okay? I'll tell you what, let me just bring this on the overhead camera so I can show you a little bit closer. So, I just felt it was a little bit odd, alright? Let's bring it down a bit closer than that. The chair's rolling away. Come back, chair. So, anyway, here it is, okay? Now, I've got a box of bits here, and in there is this, okay? That bit didn't come with it, alright? Now, when I first got it, because this is the actual screw, okay, that comes with it. Now, actually, that might come with that. It might be the bit that come with it. No, it didn't. Or did it? I can't remember now. Anyway, there's this piece here, okay, and this is what you had to lock it down on top of your camera. The problem with it was, it's too small. If you look there, that's way too, the diameter's tiny. And when you get on top of, say, for instance, hair, or any cold shoe, and then you got that light on top of it as well, you can get your fingers around it to tighten it properly. So it's always coming loose. It's a nightmare. So that's the first thing. That's what came with it. And it came with a little lock screw as well. It was the same size as the one that's on there now. Where is? There you go. And that's the other lock screw that you'd lock it to the actual the light itself. So that being on there instead. Alright, I already had this once I installed it. It had much bigger, as you can see, much larger actual knurled nuts on there. So that was the first mistake. Also, it's really soft. This thing bends really easily, and I've knocked it a few times while it was on the actual camera. Not really knocked it, but I just kind of I went on the camera. Anyway, you know, sometimes you drop things on the floor. All right, it just got bent really easily, but not just bent a little bit. It just literally bent over, and so I managed to put it in the vise and straighten it up. It's not perfect, still a little bit bent there, but yeah, anyway, it's too soft and not very substantial. So I installed these bigger knurled wheels on there. You know, that made a lot more sense. So I installed that on top there as well. Now that was the real grumble for me, because it never locked on properly, not very well at all. Now I've got this handle here that I made for my so I've got a little top handle for the camcorder. So this is kind of what my setup is when I'm using. Tighten up a little bit. That's it. When I'm using this light on the camera, it's a bit like that, and that going here like that, then that lock down on there like that, right? And then I'd have the audio. Right, so it's above, nice and reasonably highish. It's hard to be. It's okay. Like so, right? So that'd be basically what's up. I then have the cable come down the side here with my wireless microphone. I'd have that plug in to the camera on the input, and then they go up to the wireless up the top here. But that's kind of just how I had it set up, and it suited me quite well, and still does. Now, let's get a bit heavier, obviously, when you get on an old selfie stick. It gets a bit heavy. Now, but what features does this have? Because it's a little bit odd, really, in some ways. Now, I just generally use it on that, which is just turn it on, and then you can change, if you see there, you can change the actual percentage of its total power on the next knob. Bob. So it's quite useful. The only thing I would say is the percentages don't really make a huge amount of difference, it seems. You can, oh, yes, it does. There you go. There, it's going to see it now, because obviously that's working differently. Now down to... It should go to 0, shouldn't it, really? That goes to 1%. So that's 1% power. I actually use it on that a lot, on 1%. It's still fairly bright. Now, I use it on 1% power when I'm using it for filling, if I'm right in front of the camera in the house, say, for instance. And I want to combat the colour of the other lights that are in the house. So I base it up on 1%. Right, so that's useful. Then you can put it right up here like that. That's full power. Overrides everything. So you basically turn it right round to the left, and then you get full power straight away, as you can see. Okay, it's quite quick, because you can just, as long as you know where it is, you just turn it on. That's done. If you want full power. Like I say, it's got a 2,000 milliamp hour lithium battery in there. It charges off the USB-C, and it does a nice little job. It does. Now, okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 settings there. One's off. One is just like variable power, full power. Then we have this other one here, where they call it EFF. I don't know what that means, but anyway, effects, I imagine, because it does effects. I don't understand the point of it unless you want to create effects. Well, I don't really do. I've never used it. But you basically can change the effect output by altering this knob here, right up to 100% if you like. So you can change its output, makes it really bright. And at the moment it's on flame. Oh, if you want to create a bit of a romantic atmosphere and you're too tight to buy candles, well then this would be the ideal thing for you. Yeah, and also it's less of a fire risk. So that's another option. You've got flame 2. The flickery ones. And they've got a bad bulb. A bad bulb. Oh yes, so it occasionally flickers because there's a bad bulb. Is that what it does? Oh, there you go. Yeah, a bit of a dodgy bulb they got there. All right, you got bad bulb 2. That's going to be very similar to bad bulb 1, bad bulb 3. Oh, you got strobe. Just okay. Is anyone out there who suffers with epilepsy? I do apologise. And you got strobe 2, strobe 3, and then you got fireworks. Oh, this could be romantic as well if you want. Maybe not. Apparently that's fireworks, okay? Oh yeah, I saw that fireworks, isn't it? So you want to create effects in the background, you could actually use this as a little feature light in the background, you know? Where you put them on the side, you just sort of lighten something in the background to create a bit of an effect, distract people from you, you know, because you might be ugly. All right, then you got fireworks 2, fireworks 3, and flash. Something else to give you epilepsy, or at least trigger it. And fast. And then you've got TV screen. The TV screen, actually, I thought was actually quite nice. You could use that as a lighting, actually just for lighting, because it creates a bit of a shimmer to the subject. So I didn't actually mind that one. It just changes just slightly. It might, get havoc to your camera's exposure, especially if you're doing any kind of portrait videography. But it might be a bit of an issue for you. But, you know. And you've got a flickering candle. Oh, ain't that lovely? Oh, flickering candle. Oh, we all need our flickering candles, don't we? And then we go to flame 1, 2. The whole thing cycles back round again. And you can change, like I say, on all those settings, you can change the intensity. But that is the one I generally use. I use the variable power just on the light itself. You can also change the, I can't remember which one it is now, I think it's right up here. You can change the colour temperature as well. I can't even remember how you do that one though. So we've got that one there. That's that one. And then you've got that. Oh, that's on the flickery thing. No, that one there. No, that one there. Oh, I remember now. You can change it on the actual mode, I believe. TV screen, candle, flame. There was a setting that does allow you to change the colour temperature, which I can't see at the moment, but I can't remember which one it is. Is that one? No, that's full on. No, oh, that one. No, oh, that one. Ah, there you go. So when you put it onto variable output, you can change between the output. You can change the use of this knob. So you can change the colour temperature. So you can make it more yellow or more white, just by changing the colour temperature. So let's go right back there. See, let's go back to 4. There you go. See? Really yellow. And then you can go back up again if you want. And then you click it again and you go back onto the output power. So let's say, for instance, you're down to whatever power you want to be. I'm on 1% at the moment. It's quite low. And then you can click that onto the colour temperature and you can change the colour temperature. Probably overexposing it actually on that camera at the moment, but you can just about see it change. So there you are. Look, see, it's so how? Let's go back to. There you go. I'm back again. So I suppose the ultimate question is: would I buy it again? Would I buy another one? I would actually, because the light from it is actually quite reasonable. It's quite decent, and I think I would, because it is pretty. Yeah, let's look back up again. Have I? Yeah, so you unwind it to go higher. So yeah, I would definitely buy another one. There's also a strap holder, thing there and there. I suppose you could use it for strapping things to it as well. But I like it, and the quality of it is nice. The build quality is good. It feels solid, but there's also something else. Oh, is there? Yeah, I'm excited. You should be all the time to be excited. Yeah. All right. Here is a thin piece of steel. All right. Now, what I have found is it's got 2 little magnets on the back. 2 little neodymium magnets. Can you see them on the back there? All right. The case is kind of semi-transparent. You can see the stuff inside, which is pretty cool. Ooh, yeah. Makes me want to take it apart. No, don't do it. All right. 2 magnets. All right. No doubt having magnets so you can stick to something. Oh. If the steel that you want to stick it to is thick enough, it works, But on thin steels, like the side of this computer side, no, it doesn't. Right? It could do with having a little bit more oomph in the magnets, or maybe more than just two little magnets in the middle. But it does actually stick. I can't show because I've got nothing heavy enough to show you. No, I haven't. But it does work on heavier steel. So really, I could do with something a bit more substantial. So I wouldn't rely on those. All right, I think they're a little bit on the weak side. But overall, a nice little light, which isn't a horrendous price. And it's, I think it's quite good value for money, really. And you can get it in different colours as well. You can get it in a blue if you so wish. I don't know why you'd buy it in a blue. No. You can get it in a white. Maybe, if you've got a white phone or something like that, you're using for video, maybe you might use the white, but blue? Not sure. So there you go. All right, that is the... Oh, wrong camera. Oh, no, crikey, I'm turning every... Oh, there I'm back again. Below me, I think got vaporised. Yeah. So, KF Concept Light. Size. The size yet, have I? It is 30mm thick. The width, including the knobs, is 80mm. The height is not including the cold shoe adapter thingy jiggies, because I added them on. Apart from the bottom one, is 70mm. So I suppose what's that in inches? So it's about 3 1/8 wide with the knobs, 2 3/4 high, and then the thickness is about 1 1/4 inches. Good little light. And it's not too big. What say you? Have you got a little KF Concept light? I'll leave a link in the description if you're interested in buying one. We do get a little commission off it. On 27 quid, that'd be like pennies. So don't get too excited. Oh, what money he's making off them. Oh, great. What he's trying to do is sell stuff. Blimey. Anyway, you guys can't boot the old like button. Because apparently, I've been told, it helps the channel, and I need all the help I can get, yeah. That's what the doctor said. Oh, crikey. Toodaloo.